Hello and welcome to Ill-Advised Adventures in Illavania. I am your glorious, splendid, and amazing host, MC Henry.
Woo!
But I am giving up the keeper's chair tonight to our very own Whitney, who will be presenting tonight's mystery, and none of us can wait for that. If you're looking I am playing Algiers the Amazing, who is playing this spectacular playbook. We are playing in a Gothic city setting from the Codex of Worlds from Monster of the Week, which was originally written by Michael Sands and published by Evil Hat Productions. With that, let's popcorn around, starting with Asher.
Woo!
name is Asher, he, him pronouns. I've been unmuted. Hello.
Hello.
Me, I'm smart. I am Asher, he, him, am playing Quill. You don't want his full name. His full name is really hard to pronounce. He is the monstrous playbook. I haven't been here in a while. I'm hoping to fix that and be here regularly again. Um, and I don't know what else to do. John, help me out.
Yeah, that's a great transition.
Hi, I'm John. I am John Smash. I will be playing Freddy Fawcett's Your Mundane this evening, and I am well caffeinated and ready to roll some dice.
Woo! That's the spirit. Hi. I guess.
Oh, and that's and yeah, back to up to Whitney.
Hello, lovelies. I am Whitney, she, her, and normally I am Amelia Evans, your pararomantic slash God knows what. But tonight, with Henry's gracious permission, I will be taking.
There was a gun. I was handcuffed.
Just so you know, we don't live in the same state, guys.
I had to pay a ransom to get him out.
In any case, well, if you want to argue about the word generous, we shall. But tonight, I shall be your keeper, and maybe to next week too. We'll see how it goes. So, Henry, what else shall we say before you put me on the
For
spot?
sure. So we are playing in a Gothic era Victorian city. It is in a sister universe to ours, which allows us to play with beloved tropes without having to deal with not so beloved stereotypes from the 1800s. This city is based in part on the Roman Empire and also in part on the works of Scott Lynch with the Gentleman Bastard series, the first book of which was entitled The Lies of Loch Lamora. Um, we are using a team playbook. Our team playbook is the Artifact Hunters, and we just picked up a new move for that playbook, which I will find in a second. We did. Crap. Give me a second.
One where we
That's not
they
organized.
have to give us extra bonus towards if we guess who's using the artifact, we get a +1 going forward to all things about that going forward on the
It's
investigation.
It's called You're Not Worthy. When a team member calls out a selfish or oblivious owner of an artifact, the team takes +1 ongoing to foil their plans. And in our game, artifacts are obviously a big part of everything. Yeah, that's it.
Noted. All right. Well, hello, everyone. Are you ready for a story? Are you ready for an adventure? I'm so happy. Gather close, everyone. For those of us in the continental United States, On the East Coast and the Midwest and the North, it is effing cold outside. So allow me to warm your hearts with a little midwinter tale. Even though it's not winter in Illavania, I want to say it's probably a balmy fall, segueing towards winter, but the weather has been unusually warm. And it does have a lot to do with, I'm sure, all of the waterways. But as we pull a little further back in the snapshot view of Illavania, a beautiful lagoon is what we see, similar to what we would see in Venice. But this isn't Venice. Definitely not. But like Venice, Illavania possesses secrets and possesses hidden worlds. And in fact, one character is about to embark into a hidden world, although he probably did not intend to do it. So right now, I am going to shift the camera and the focus towards the lovely Quill. Because when we last saw Quill, he was under he was kind of climbing into a boat that was not on water, a boat that just appeared out of nowhere, just when his compadres, Millie and Freddie and Sam, were about ready to get the shit kicked out of them from a bunch of gargoyles. But we don't judge. However, I do want to go back to that moment. Quill, I want you to go to that moment. Dice rolls aside. What compelled you? What compelled Quill in this moment to explore this very peculiar mystery?
I think not even Quill really knows. It was just like, it felt like maybe even he wasn't really fully aware or in control of what was happening in that very moment, and it just sort of happened, and then he got a little sidetracked.
I'm going to paint a little picture with you, but I really want you to be a part of this and do some yes and with me. For whatever reason, you have a feeling as soon as you embarked on this boat, which kind of reminds you a little bit of more of the sleek gondola type boats. But I want us to kind of paint a picture together of what this experience is like. So, the first thing that I will say to you is that the moment you embark and sit in the prow, the front of the boat, you are filled with a calm acceptance and a calm realization that your friends are going to be okay. You don't know how you know that. You don't even really worry how you know that. But you know there's a solid feeling that they are going to be okay. And that you're going to be okay. You don't know how you know that either, but you know you're okay. Help me walk through what you think this boat looks like. Let's describe it together.
All right, I do think that is like more like the sleek gondola type.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe it has just like a very, since it sort of just appears out of nowhere, I want to say that the paint job doesn't matter so much. Like the water's not going to mess with it. So the paint on like the boat itself is very like intricate and well, like there's a lot of designs on it as it goes from helm to stern, and just like these intricate patterns, these intricate weavings of certain things, and it looks very, I don't want to say shiny, but like detailed, very very well put together, very well kept, because the water's not really an issue. It's not going to deal with you know, water damage over time. So it can look however it wants to.
I
And
like
the way
this.
it wants to is damn fancy.
Yes, without being, but and also I'm not seeing it being very gaudy or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It is fancy because it is, not
Yeah.
because of any ostentation or anything.
More like fine porcelain than
Mm,
like, somebody put all the bells and whistles on a Mardi Gras parade.
beautiful. I like the sound of that. I want to go back to these designs that you mentioned. How would you describe these designs?
I would say like swirling and intricate. Like you can't really tell what they are at first, even.
Okay.
And then perhaps, certain images pop in. Oh, like not even necessarily that they're actually there, but like that sort of like pareidolia effect where you can like
Mhm.
see aren't there.
Okay. Just for S and G's, this is low
Hmm.
stakes. I want you to give me a sharp roll.
Sharp. All right. Well, it's a good thing it's low stakes because he's -1 on that. Uh, and that is a 6.
Okay.
So,
So normally we would
mark it
define that
explode.
as a failure. However, I'm going to kind of fudge this just a scotch, because
Hmm.
once again, this is not a high stakes thing. You're
Yeah.
very calm, you're very present in the moment. You can't tell what, if anything, if this is a language. You
Hmm.
really can't. But you can get the feeling of, as you said, the paradola
I
effect.
don't remember how it's pronounced.
Paradola. I think
Paradox.
it's paradola, and come at me, English purists. Yay. English language purists. But you do your monstrous eyes, the part of you that is not human. You recognize something, but it is like a distant memory to you. You sort of recognize almost like a shadowy violet glitter, and you realize that this is more than just a magic boat. This is more than just a protection. It's more than just a decoration. This is something bigger than you. And yet, you can't decipher much further than that, because to do so, it's almost like in this calm that you're feeling in this moment, it's also like a ripple of water sort of is veiling your vision almost. Like it's calming, it's relaxing, but it's also preventing you from crossing a veil that maybe you're not ready for yet. You also notice that this veil kind of is obscuring the scene that's going on at hand, with these gargoyles coming in and just sort of looming over Freddie and Amelia and these two helpless schmucks and Sam Bell. And you're seeing everything move as though underwater, even though you're not underwater. I'm going to take the reins for just a moment, because I want to paint a word picture for you about what you see around you. This veil sort of pulls back almost like a curtain, but you're in a space that is like nothing you've ever seen. It's almost as if this river that you think you're that this gondola is slicing through, quiet and calm, like a shadow almost. But what you see is it's not water. And as you sort of look around, you see that the wake, the ripples, are full of stars. They're full of stars and an infinite blue, black, indigo expanse, where it seems like where you're sitting in the boat, this metaphorical river and the horizon are one and the same. You don't see anybody. You just feel this infinite. And then you hear a voice behind you, because I don't know if you noticed that you're not alone on the boat.
I don't think he noticed either until just now.
Very good. Then we are in agreement. The voice is actually deep, quiet, kind of with an accent that you can't really define. Why are you here? You know it's not your time, and you know I cannot take you where those like you go. What do you do, Quill?
I think Quill just like immediately whips around and tries to see who's talking to him. Because as far as he knew, he was alone on this boat. That was, until very recently, very calming.
The voice, I say it's deep and it's quiet, yet it is not the voice of what you would think to be male. It's not a voice that you would associate with female. The figure stands behind you, and it is tall, perhaps as tall as you are when you stand up. They are swathed in these really deep, almost twilight blue robes. And it is rippling, and they're rippling like the proverbial river that you're traveling through. They pause for a moment, holding a skiff very similar to what you would see any gondolier use back in Illavania. In fact, who knows? Maybe even Captain Winky whips out one of these on occasion. He likes to do that for the tourists. But this individual doesn't wield this as though they're a professional. They wield it because it is literally a part of them. They raise a pale, slender hand, and the skiff, which is bone white in color, it sort of morphs into their arm and vanishes. And then they pull back their robe, their hood, and you see an individual, very human like, or the way that you would define a human. Gender is fluid, so you are not associating them with either male or female. But they have dark eyes, really dark eyes. And the eyes, around the pupil is like a gold circlet. Another thing that just makes them seem almost not human in their appearance is just how pale their skin is. And then they have these little tattoos on their cheeks. The individual lowers their head at you. Quill, because I really cannot remember, but just because I want to hear you say it. What is Quill's name?
Okay, so Quill's name, his real name, is Keilanoth Akhamunet.
Say that one more time.
Keilanoth Akhamunet.
Keilnath Ak Namanet.
Hamunet.
Ak
That's
Hamanet.
why we call him Quill.
Well, this individual, your name flows off their tongue like water and honey. You are free to speak here. Why?
Why? Where is here?
They kind of look at you a bit, and they're sort of, you get the feeling that they're sort of scanning you almost. Like they don't know everything about you, but they know enough about you. or that's the feeling you get. Yet you don't, I don't think you feel threatened, but you tell me, how are you feeling at this moment?
I don't think he feels threatened. I think he feels confused, but more confused that he's confused, you know? Like, it feels like this should make sense to him, but it doesn't.
I am Cyrene. I am Cyrene of the Charon. Well
The
met. Well met.
does the
Now,
wave thing that he's been told humans do.
now, Quill, I want you to give me, refresh my memory. I don't have your
Mhm.
character sheet, but I do have your character
Yeah.
description. Refresh my memory. What are some of the why don't you tell me what you think you could use to gain some information about Cyrene here?
That is a good question.
You tell
Um,
me.
I'm looking at it and I feel like almost even maybe not use magic but understand magic, you know what I mean? Like this is something that is unworldly, otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
This is not for mortal men.
Funny you should mention that. Okay, so I would like you then. What do you have any? What would be a spell that you think you could use, or something that is a part of you that you think?
Um, I think maybe sort of less more of a spell and more just like letting himself be himself more and see things the way that he would normally see them if he wasn't the human part might be able to help him, if not like figure something out, maybe jog his memory on some things.
Okay, then in that case, I would like you to roll weird instead of sharp this time.
All
I would
right.
like you to make a weird roll for me because this is touching your essence.
That is a 10 with weird.
Beautiful. You feel the part of you, you have been wearing this meat suit the meat suit of Irwin Evans for so long. It feels like it's a long time, and you're just now starting to get accustomed to it. And sometimes you forget when you change and when Quill comes out. But now something touches the purest essence of Quill deep inside of your heart. Because you do have a heart, Quill. And you know from the core of your being, you, the race of individuals whose sole purpose is to maintain the realm of the dead and to bring those across, no matter who they are or what they've done, without any judgment. They take them to where they are supposed to go, and they too control their own world and fate. You are in that in between realm. You don't know what it's called, but you know this is big. And why are you sitting in that boat when you know full well this realm is not for you?
That is a good question.
I leave it to you.
Ooh. Um I feel like when he realizes that, and it's one of those things where as he's sort of like realizing this, you know, the stuff that is him starts to come out a bit more like it tends to. You know, the horns come out, turns blue, pointy ears, tail. That tail immediately starts to go between his legs. Like he is like there is a oh, uh-oh to his realization. And I feel like he just sort of he was feeling like defensive and a little on edge, and now just immediately like you can see the sort of like deer in the headlights, like, oh, I am trespassing where I'm not supposed to be.
Mm.
This is and I think he will actually say that. He says, I apologize for trespassing here. I don't know what happened.
Mm. That is. Cyrene just sort of regally nods their head. You get the feeling that they are an individual few words. However, they are not cruel. They are not unkind. They just are. They're a force of life and death and beyond that. And they just look at you and they say, well, you would not be the first curious soul, I am sure. Although it is odd, as you say, that the veil was that thin. I did see. I did see what from whence you came. There was some big magic around there.
Mm,
Uh,
there was much.
mm. Is this the first time you have stepped between worlds?
No, it's not. But neither time have I done it fully willingly.
Hmm. I suppose you might consider that progress. However, of course, being who you are, if you were still Erwin Evans, then I would understand why you would be in my boat.
Yeah, did he already? I'm sure he's already passed through here before.
Mm. I did not carry him in my boat, so I cannot speak to that.
That is fair.
However, you are not in trouble for this. However, you realize why I cannot go much further with you. For there are
I,
things you cannot see.
that is understandable.
The veil is thin around Illavania. I think we have all known that. But it has become much thinner of late. And it is strange. I know that only one in your number, maybe two, would have been most likely to see me. But you should not have. I was actually on my way to claim somebody else.
From who?
Oh, none of your party.
Oh,
You as of this time, nobody in your party has to fear from me. Damien has seen to that. You know who Damien is.
okay, yes.
You do.
Right, I do, because I feel like Millie would have. Yeah, okay.
She would have mentioned, yeah, and you have seen
Mm-hmm.
Henry has Quill seen Damien before? Refresh my memory. I think he has.
I would assume that Quill either knows of him by you talking about him or witnessing him firsthand. That's completely. I would put that into Quill's ball court, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, I put that for you. If
I've
you, I think
I'm
you
sure
know.
there was a scene at one point where we were all standing around and he
I
showed
feel like
up.
has
He
seen.
was called.
Yeah.
I feel like Will has seen Damien, and then like Millie has talked enough about him to like put two and two together.
You
Yeah.
also know the drachma that she wears around
Yes.
her neck. Well, in that case, the least I can do is at least ferry you to a point where you will be able to meet your friends again. However, I cannot take you back.
Well, well, they will be fine, correct? Without me.
Hmm, they will, they will be fine, enough. Um, from what has been observed, um, decision making is a little loose, shall we say? But you have they will not be taking a boat anytime soon, or at least not tonight.
So long as they do not end up in one of these boats.
If they do, it is their time. But I know that they will not land tonight. I will tell you though that you will not see. I much as I hate to be used as a message bearer, Cyrene kind of smirks a little, but and rolls their eyes. It's a very human effect that you think is quite amusing, and it makes you wonder how much humanity may still be in a Charon to begin with. Um, you, but they roll their eyes and they say, "I do wish to bring you tidings from Damien. He is going to, after this night, he is going to take your associate with him for a while. She will be fine. She will be protected and safe. She is changing. I did not know if you were aware of that. You do know that she has died before, correct? Actually, she never told you that.
He didn't know, yeah. He never knew
Oh,
that one. And
so talk me through it, Quill.
he just sort of the flat just affect of just like blink, 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 blink. I did not know that. No, she did not look very dead.
It was the night when your associate Lou, brought her home, and she had a wrecked bicycle, and she looked like she had a concussion or something. You do remember that.
Mhm.
And all Millie told you is she's like, I just want to sleep, really. It happened that night. She woke up on Lou's table.
Ah, that is an unfortunate place to wake up.
Yes, she rather thought so too. But she she has her feet in two worlds, and she is able to do things that she was never able to do before because of that. And she is about to go through a bit more tuition in those experiences. And Damien has taken charge of her. So I am just going to tell you that you will not see her for some time. But know that she is well, and she will be returned to you. How, I cannot say.
Well, as long as she will be fine, I will find some other way to make dinner, I suppose. She was usually the one who did that.
Now, I take it some of your associates do not know how to cook.
Oh, we live together. I do not know how to cook.
Then I suggest you find some time to be with your other associates. I will take you to that point in time.
Thank you.
They just sort of give another nod, and then they summon their skiff through their hands again and pull their hood back up, and they immediately seem like they become one with their boat. And you're slicing through again this infinite river or sky. You honestly don't know. And while this is the oddest thing you've ever seen, it is not horrible to your eyes. It's beautiful and relaxing. It makes you wonder, Quill, if or when your time does come, however it comes for those of your kind, it makes you wonder, is this where I'm going to go? And other thoughts are drifting through your head. You, for the first time, you're actually getting sparks of memory from your host.
Oh.
And I am going to turn the camera to you, and for maybe one or maybe two, I want you to describe a couple of those memories to us right now as you are going through this world between worlds.
I think some of like it's one of the memories is just like a lot of memories all at once that are just all of the fucking same, which is a lot of drudgery, a lot of oh no, it's all me. It's terrifying. A lot of just studying the same subjects, of doing the same thing day in and day out and day in and day out, and a lot of just not necessarily a boring life, but a very methodical, a very set out life.
Mm.
And then I think sort of a little like the second memory is a much more distinct one, which is actually the day that Millie showed up. He like I think there's like this thought in the back of his head like he knew it was coming and he was dreading it because he did not want to have his cousin around. His cousin is just so different and like so loud. And just having her show up and being, you know, complete like trying his best, like he had the welcome, and then you know, being like I don't want this to happen, just internally just like, you know, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this so much, and then externally just like welcome cousin, blah blah blah, you know, being congenial and very Victorian.
Mm.
And then that night, smelling something really good coming from the kitchen, and it was Millie making like the first home cooked like actual meal he'd ever really had there, like ever, and sitting down to that with her and actually having a decent time. And just a little tiny like pocket of like hope and difference in this very monotonous, drudgy life.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And as and the veil parts and the everything just sort of obscures your vision again. And I am now, with all of that obscuring, I'm going to now shift the camera to Freddie Fawcett's. Hi, Freddie.
Oh, hey, how's it going there?
Freddie, how have you recovered from our last mission?
There was a couple beers at the pub, and
Mm-hmm.
that helped. Little bit of work, and I have no idea who these two little things that keep flying around cleaning up after me. It's the weirdest thing. Like I put a sock on the ground and it's instantly in the bin, and
Yes,
I don't know what's going on. Like those little guys, they're just everywhere, and they show up every morning and they go away every evening, and they're really nice, and I don't know. I I'm still
okay.
trying to figure them out.
So let's talk about those two little individuals that have popped into your life for reasons you still can't you still don't know. What do you usually see when you encounter them?
It's little things, it's a few inches tall,
Okay.
and buzzing around like hummingbirds, and little sparkly things flying off their butts. Yeah, a lot of like singing and almost like musical things coming from the wing. It's the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, they're like occasion. They sound like occasionally you will hear like these little jingle bells, like
Yeah, it's a mix between like gnats and a choir on Sunday morning.
do you see colors with these? And
Little bit in the sparkles that come off their butts.
oh, it comes off their butts.
Yeah, it comes
Okay,
off their
okay.
butts. This little sparkly thing come out their butts.
Luckily, it's not farts because you've learned to discover what their farts look like. They do sparkle, but they come out more like clumps.
Yeah, but they're really quick to clean those up too, even faster than my sock on the floor. Like I haven't washed a dish in since I got back, and it's I don't know how long it's been. Probably a week or two.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Henry, would you say that he's had these little helpers for like maybe a week or two? Does that sound about right?
Sure,
Yeah,
why not?
sure.
I'm
Why not?
fluid.
A week or two. Yeah,
however long in game that they've been there.
but it
Like ever
does seem.
since Algiers visited,
Yeah, yeah. That crazy
like
cousin of yours.
I spent a week sleeping out back. Like I pulled a
Hmm.
cardboard box out there and a pallet that some deliveries came on. Like they just didn't leave, and they kept like they leave, but they kept showing up, and like I felt like a visitor in my own home, and it was so pretty in there, and I'm not used to this at all.
No, you definitely are not.
No,
However,
I'm a
it is.
bachelor, and it's kind of a nice life.
Yeah, you actually have found that your shoes are polished.
Do you
Yes.
understand that some of the rubble and pitch and dirt and mud on them shoes, on my work boots that I have, the one pair that I got, that's helped keeping them together. Like I'm gonna have to go buy a new pair
It's
of boots because
actually
they're cleaning them too much and they're gonna fall apart.
it's actually almost magical in and of itself how much the scum stays on you, keeps your boot together. It
I-
is hilarious and
It is its
amazing.
own magic power, I tell
It
you.
really is. Well, you you have to eat sometime. So you are going to find a way to kind of peek into your abode to see if the coast is clear for you to make yourself your favorite sandwich. Which what is it? Is it a
It's
Reuben?
the Reuben, and it's funny enough, they're always there. Like I go in and there's always a fresh Reuben. Like I don't know what Algie did with these guys to bring them here, but it's. I got chips and a Reuben and a fresh pint every night at 6 o'clock. It's just right there, and then the two little lights dash out of the dash out of the, the front door. They always lock it behind them. I yeah I
Well,
don't know.
all right, Freddie, this time, as you're sitting down at your Reuben and you're relieved to hear this jingle of bells leave, you hear a different jingle bell. And actually, I want you to tell me what your doorbell sounds like.
Oh, it's more just a really hard thump. It's a very loud, hard thump, like a log being like a tree falling in the woods. It's just gunk. You hit a little button. It's this cute little button, and for some reason, it's just boom. It really gets your attention. Kind of shocks you a little bit. I almost had a heart attack the other day. I really gotta like cut back on the. Anyways,
Are you
yeah,
sure it's not the Reubens causing you the heart
it
attack?
might be the Reuben. You know,
It
but
might be the Reubens.
it's that lovely pastrami. It's just so good, and the coleslaw when it's
Boom!
cold. And boom! It's after hours. Come back at 8.
Algiers, you don't catch the hint, and so you're like, donk.
Oh, Freddie!
Algie! Throws the
Freddie!
Reuben,
Are you
throws the
home?
stuff, kicks open, throws open the door, biggest bear hug, spins him around,
Oh,
kisses him on the cheek.
you're so strong. Your biceps. Oh my god.
Algie! How's
Hey!
the engagement, buddy?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Winona is amazing.
Oh,
We're having such a good time.
oh,
We heart Winona.
Winona and Algie forever, man. Oh man. Hey, I'm 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 trying to get someone to cover work, so I
Oh,
can be there for the wedding. I know you're
yes.
planning for the springtime.
We're actually not getting married. We're
Oh.
doing a non-traditional kind of arrangement.
Okay.
But you're welcome to come whenever you want.
Oh, well, hey, housewarming.
Yeah. You could just come and see the show, for God's sakes. You don't have to have an excuse, man. I've got
Oh,
tickets right here.
oh, I love it. Oh, thank you, Algie.
There's like
Oh,
10 there's like 10 tickets. You want 20? Do you
no,
want
no.
30? How
Hey,
many
hey,
tickets do you want?
dude, you're gonna cut into your profits.
The
I'm
I,
telling you, you
tickets.
I
gotta.
don't make money. What are you, crazy? This
So
is
I think
performance.
so I think that the tickets are they're very small. They're like about this big, and they are a kind of like a light purple with sparkly scripted purple writing on it, and a little almost like it looks like the blank circle that you would see, a filigree circle that you would ordinarily put a picture in, but it's a blank spot. And if you really squint at, give me, actually, no, you don't need a roll for this. If you squint really closely at it, Freddie, it says one drop only on it.
What?
One drop,
What
little
drop?
pinprick.
Oh, what?
You stick out your finger, we take a drop.
For what?
The admission!
I have to bleed to see you perform?
Tiny, one drop.
No wonder I've never seen any of your shows.
They're amazing. Just like me.
I love you so much, Algie. Hey, can you do me a favor real quick though?
Ha!
So after you left, I came back and there were these two little things that shoot around little sparkly things out of the butt, and they're cleaning up my house a lot. And I scared
Oh, no.
away Henry.
No.
No! Yay!
Okay, we're back.
Yay!
Yay!
All right,
No.
what was the last that you heard, Henry?
There were these two little.
They're two little things with sparkles flying off the backsides.
My presents.
They're great.
You don't
I
like my
love them.
presents?
No, man, they're fantastic. What? Do I owe them any money? Do I owe you any money?
No. No. Do you, Buffy, Dean, hither.
And so these two little sparkles come back. What color exactly are Buffy? Can you, Algiers, I want you to paint us a picture of what Buffy and Dean the Pixies look like.
Buffy is about 3 inches tall. She is dressed as a goddess should be, in cashmere and sequins and lots of leather. Uh,
Ooh.
Imagine what you will of that. But she comes in with she has a gigantic sword, uh, gigantic obviously for a 3 inch tall being.
So it's basically a
Um,
toothpick.
and Dean looks like he is wandering in from the Wild West. So he has bullets strung along a bandolier across his chest. He's got tattoos on his face. He's got like a scar above his eye and a mean look. Like you don't want to cross this guy or he might gut you sideways.
They looking at those accoutrements, because now, Freddie, this is the first time you've really seen them clearly, and they kind of alight. They sprinkle in with their lovely little bells, like, "Ee!" and they alight on a little perch that is close to that is right near your pint glass. But they don't show any interest in your pint. They don't show any interest at all. And Dean is like, he spits, and if he was spitting chewing tobacco, but it is sparkly chewing tobacco, and it goes and it hits your chamber pot with a and which clearly your chamber pot is at least maybe, I don't know, 50 feet away for a little 3-inch pixie, but pinpoint accuracy. And he's like, what's up, Algiers?
You've been doing a good job, obviously, for my good friend Freddie here. Um,
Yeah. Although, let me tell
so
you, man, he directs his attention to you, Freddie. He's like, let me tell you, man, I gotta tell you, you need to make sure that those boots shine like the top of your backside.
oh, you've got a shiny top backside. That's
Yeah,
what the rumors say.
yeah, that's what I heard. So I'm trying to make sure your boots sparkle as much.
Uh,
Boing. Buffy just sort of preens a little bit and sheathes her sword and she says, we're very glad that we can help, but what is it? Why did you summon us? You know, we only just, that's not part of the deal. We don't speak after hours.
yeah, like they just left.
Now, why did you bring us back?
I mean, if you don't like them, I can.
No, man, they're great, and I it just took me a little bit to get used to them, and they're fantastic. They do an amazing job, but
Yeah, damn
I
straight
just
you do.
I just you know I guess while everybody's here, thank you.
That's it. You just
I
called us back here just to say thank you. Thank you, schmink you.
oh,
Do you want tickets to my show?
You know that those are tickets that are meant for the puny mortals. Puny
But,
mortals,
I mean,
echoes Buffy.
okay.
You know that
If you don't like them, it's fine. Your place was an utter disaster, my friend.
I
Buffy looks at you, Freddy, like this, and she says, you don't like us?
no, I was asking what I was just saying, like, hey, do you know these guys? Because they showed up after you left. I'm
Oh,
putting two and two together. I'm just saying thank you. I'm showing a little gratitude here. I I mean no ill will. You guys do a fantastic job. Mikasa is Sukasa during business hours.
that's very funny human talk. You humans are so funny. You insist on boundaries, but we also have very strict rules. We only do what's agreed upon. Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Dewey,
That
So
I,
Buffy and Dean, let me ask you: is there something John can provide to you in return for your amazing, wonderful, fantastic, and inscrutable services that you provide for him?
they kind of lean and whisper to each other like he's laying it over you think, isn't he? Oh, but that's okay. Buffy turns and says, well, I mean, now that you mention it, and she's looking kind of set, her sparkle sort of dimmed a little bit. Now that you mention it, and this is also, we know that Mr. Algiers, you're here to do shopping, aren't you?
I am. I have a list, and it's only this long.
Oh, perfect. Well, here's what you can do. Mr. Mr. Fawcett's could give us white bread and honey, but it has to be special honey. And the only place that you can get the honey that belongs to the great amygdala glittery. Yeah, amygdala glittery. Badooey! The honey of the great amygdala
Is it? Did you catch
Uh,
all that, old chap?
yeah. So there's a goblins farmers market in town, and they got
Don't call goblins farmers. Don't do that.
there's a goblin market in town. It's like a farmers market, but it's not a farmers market. It's a goblins market, and they got sparkly honey.
And
Amygdala
white bread.
glittery honey.
Amygdala glitter honey.
Glittery.
I'm gonna need a I'm gonna need a honey. I'm gonna need a glitter honey. Got it. Okay.
And Mr. Algiers, you can probably get some of those goods at the goblin market. But, I mean, And Dean is like, you wanna tell them, babe? You tell them. All right. So, listen here, Freddie. Ain't you been wondering why you got a tunnel in your house? But do you?
There's a tunnel in my house.
Uh-huh. Even I can see it.
No, I no.
Oh, he's just human. He can't see it.
Yeah.
Mr. Algiers, you need to roll a weird.
A weird? I'd love to do that. Let me roll that right now for you, my dears. In my fancy fox dice tower, no less.
Bring it on. This is hurting my throat, guys. What I'm doing for
Well,
you.
You did this to yourself.
So there's a glitch.
What did you roll? Oh, Henry?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think my glitch will be that the effect is of short duration.
Okay. Oh, I love the idea of doing a good.
I don't know what I'm rolling for, but that's my glitch.
Okay. Let's see. You want your glitch to be a short duration. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Which, for all those watching, if you don't know, house rule, you cannot use the same magical glitch twice in a row.
Okay, so here is your glitch. You're kind of like, huh? What? But you're Algiers, you're naturally predisposed. And it's so interesting because the world of the Fae is still a boundary world to you, but it's something that touches you. And occasionally, when you tap into your weird senses, you can kind of see things that most people can't. This time, however, you're going to see things that definitely are not there because as you're looking around, you then look at Freddy, and Freddy has spouted little wings. And he has green sparkles coming out of his butt.
Freddy,
Yeah.
don't light a match.
Okay, that's fine. Where's this hole?
Now, I will give this to you, Algiers the Amazing, because I'm all along, and I just think this is fun. And you set this up a little bit. So I'm going to ask you, MC Henry and Algiers the Amazing, with this strange sight that you have, and even though you're seeing Freddy look like a giant version of a pixie, like human-sized version of a pixie. Oh, he even has a little dress that you get to see a little dress for him too. Your eyes also sort of see a ripple effect in the corner near the hearth area where Freddy sometimes cooks his stew. I would like you to describe for everybody what Algiers sees of this little little effect.
You mean in the stew or like around Freddy? What do
No, what I am saying,
okay.
let me clarify. You see through, so your glitch is you're going to see Freddy as a fairy or
Yep,
as a pixie for a few minutes.
sure.
Nobody else can see it but you. But you still are able to see through some glamour. And you see a ripple that you would associate with glamour. And it shows you an entrance. Will you please describe this entrance to us?
So it's very traditionally the hidden book in the bookcase is
Mm,
glowing bright orange.
hmm.
The book is entitled "Don't Pull Me," um, and it's written by H.G. Bells, and it is when you actually touch the book, you can tell that it is a physical object and not a book. That you pull on it, and a gateway, the bookcase opens up. Uh, if that suffices.
Okay. Is that, do you do that or what?
Yeah, I think he absolutely gets up and walks over to this book and goes, "Huh, what's that?" and pulls it back.
Oh, you found it. You found it, said Buffy.
Oh man, they're
And
I
gonna
didn't
raise
know
my
you could
rent. This is
read,
an
good
extra
man.
room.
When did you learn to read?
I do you understand how many manuals there are on how to put in plumbing? Like, I rely on all the pictures. I never learned to read.
so,
I don't. I'm curious though. How many manuals are there?
Well, look at the bookshelf. They're all manuals,
so for the record, you to flush this out a little
except
bit
for
more,
this one, which
Freddie.
was always there.
Freddie, why don't you paint a picture about the bookcase full of manuals,
Oh
just so
man,
there's no doubt, and we make it canon
yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah.
think it's fun.
It's like a 6 tier bookcase,
Okay.
and you have like the history of plumbing, 100 to 200 FL, 200 or 300 to 400 FL, 500 to 600. I could keep going. So all these
Hmm.
history of plumbing, you got a whole bunch of different plumbing catalogs from different manufacturers, like Flifter and Mohama and well, just and different things.
Yamaha.
Yamaha ha 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 hee ha. Uh,
Yamaha hee ha.
Yamaha hee ha. You have you know
Fender.
yeah, you got Tools of the Trade, Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's its entire shelf. You have the Encyclopedia Illavanian on there, but it you like open them up and some of them have been used for like cutouts, and inside the cutouts, you would think it would be uh
Beautiful.
like firearms or bottles or something like that. No, it's like extra sockets, extra wrenches, a,
Beautiful.
a pair of pliers, like all these spare tools that are really like you open it up and there's like this gasket, and inside it's like rare gasket from this type of this type of faucet only used at this one place at this one time. Like it's his own secret library of amazing fancy plumbing stuff.
This is all canon now.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this. Boom. Canon
And
with the shotgun.
yeah, and there's one more row of like children's books that were Freddy's when he was a youngin that he held
Oh,
on to.
what kind of children's books?
Just little picture books, like
Mm-hmm.
uh, the little engine that could, and
Mm.
you know Toby the puppy and some nursery rhyme books.
So cute.
Yeah, just a handful, little section of these little nursery rhyme books that he
I,
kept from.
I don't want to like program anything in, but I love the idea that the only ones that have bookmarks are the children's books at the bottom.
That's
Yeah.
adorable. And very appropriate. Thank you. Wonderful. But of course, Dean kind of looks it over and says, man, you gotta get out more. But no,
What? I am a man of the people. I am a business owner. I work. I get up. I am never here.
that's beside the point, says Buffy, waving off
Get
Dean
out
with a little
more.
sparkle of her hand. Now, here's the deal. That way
Like a
leads
mess
you,
tomorrow.
if you go down there, that'll take, it's stone steps. That'll take you towards where the Goblin Market is being held.
Now, just to be clear, this has always been here.
We're not privy to that information. We're just house pixies.
Or like,
That
is
means-
this here right
that
now?
means
Because
you
you
don't-
told
that
me
means
it's right
you-
here right now.
That means she doesn't know. We only know what we see.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Algiers, I need you to make me a sharp roll for me.
Yeah, 1 second there as
And
I'm typing.
you can do it too, Freddie. Make me a sharp roll. Just want to see how your lore is.
A sharp roll.
Yes.
That's a flat die roll for me.
That will be a 9 for me.
Okay. All right.
I also. Oh, damn! I got a 10. Hell yeah!
Okay. So, I'm going to actually give this to the both of you.
I
Because.
got a hard 10 for those playing poker.
Ooh, how
or
hard.
Whatever the
Ooh.
dice game is.
Describe a hard 10 for those that don't know.
Hard 10 is 2 5s.
All right. Very good. Very good. Folks, you get to learn things here. So,
Yeah, if you want to go to Vegas, don't listen to my advice because I don't
Never
live
will.
there anymore.
Now, I'm going to give this actually to the both of you. And you're both kind of getting this information in two different ways. Freddie, you're getting this information through, well, the fact that you just seem to be a weird magnet anyway. And you have learned a lot. Your eyes have opened so much since you started working with everybody. And you also kind of remember from some of those children's stories that have featured fairies that certain fairies are limited only to their particular sphere. So, for example, if all they do is, if their job is to clean somebody's house, then they will know about that house and very little else going on the outside. Now, Algiers, you have that,
Yes.
you know that information too, but you know a little bit extra. And that extra part is it's also part of whatever agreement that particular fae has made to do that role. So that means Buffy and Dean, as their role being house cleaners and do-gooders for Freddy's house, they know they can see and know that there is, yes, a tunnel leading down to the Goblin Market, but they can't tell you who put it there, how long it's been there, or why, because they're just not privy to that information as per partly your agreement.
This all seems perfectly logical.
Thank you. All right, now Buffy looks at you both and says, well, I'm not going to set you down there unprepared because goblins can be very nasty. especially when they're just dealing with humans. So we kind of got to disguise you. And she snaps her fingers and she pulls, her butt starts to wiggle, and pink glitter shoots out of her butt. And she pulls, and it sort of sparkles around and then drapes into two long, plain colored robes that you can pull over with hoods that you can pull over your faces. One of them goes over to you, Freddie, and one drifts over to you, Algiers. The moment you touch them, they become the style and color that you want them to be. So, Freddie, what is your robe? Descri- Give me your fashion.
It's gonna look like if Carhartt made a adventurer's robe,
Perfect.
more like an adventurer's cloak. So it's a little bit longer, a little bit kind of like sideways cut for quicker in and out access. The hood kind of folds down nice, but it's kind of up, got a little point, and
Perfect.
yeah, and it's got a little bit of a sash or a pattern that kind of matches my carpet bag that I keep my extra tools in, my
Perfect.
traveling kit.
Yeah, I love that. Algiers, go ahead and describe yours.
So last name Ono, first name Kim. Kim Ono. Uh
Wow.
um,
Wow.
white flowers, blue trim, kind of draping about him. He's doesn't have long hair, but suddenly he has like a long like mane that is held in place by some device. He's got some sort of weird sword that he like when he notices he pulls it out, it's just like flower petals float through the air. Uh, and he's like, "Oh, that's fun. Let's do that a few times."
Sparkle and flowers. And I think that it also releases some kind of aroma. What would that aroma be?
Hyacinth, because that came into my mind. I have no idea what that
Hyacinth it
smells like.
is. Beautiful. So,
Oh man, so floral.
anyway, if you keep those on, it's going to keep you safe from goblin view. They won't be able to tell you're human. Yes, that's right. But the moment you take them off, then they'll know you for human. And then they'll rip you to shreds.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds
That's
terrible.
what they do.
the goblins aren't friendly to our kind.
They're not friendly to our kind either. Yeah, they like to pull our wings off. Among other things. But I ain't
Why do
gonna
we have
say
to go down there? Is there a
Because
reason we have to
they
go?
need me to I'ma get us some honey.
the
Oh, the
amygdala
honey.
glittery honey. And also, we can do shopping
Good
down
Make
luck, Freddy. You've got this.
Oh come on, Algie. Last time you were here, we didn't get to do anything.
honestly, once again, as long as you keep those robes on, you'll be fine.
This sounds
Yeah.
like a bad plot hook, but I'm in.
Oh man. Yeah. Um. But hey,
I could have taken this in another way too. You would have liked the other way.
Oh, I mean, it's fine. I'm just giving you shit. I'm sorry.
maybe we should call around and
I,
see if anybody else is home. Anybody else wants to go with
I
us?
don't get to roll dice very often.
I know, and I love you, Henry. I do. By the way, Henry, you do look at you look again at Freddy, and he still has the sparkly wings and the green sparkles coming out of his butt. And now it looks like he has a top knot that's kind of yellow looking, and he's got a very shapely hourglass figure.
Darn tootin' I
So,
do. Woman burns a lot of calories. I got great arms.
we're
Lunge
gonna
in all
find
day.
a nice lady or male, whichever you prefer, or both, whatever you prefer, to observe you in this circumstance.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really. You have been looking at me so weird for the past like 3 minutes.
I look at everyone weird. I just
No.
got +1 weird, so I have to look at everyone weird.
Fair enough. A little meta, but fair enough.
Are we done
Eh,
now?
Yeah,
fourth
let's.
wall.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Buffy, Dean, pleasure as always. Thank you so much. Love your work. Love you.
Bucky!
I'll be back with some.
Boing!
I'm gonna get us some glitter honey.
Amygdala glittery honey!
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a glitter honey. Bye. Hey. Okay. Yep. See you. Bye.
Toodle.
And they sprinkle off.
Hey, Algie.
Yo.
Let's do this.
And down
Let I uh, I don't have a response to that, but let's go.
Charge!
Pull the
you're
book.
is that
No,
what you're
no,
gonna do?
we're gonna walk nice and slow. We're just gonna. I grab my
Probably
bag and we go.
probably for the wise, probably a good idea because the steps are definitely kind of slick. It's definitely like a cave under there. And I'm going to give this to you, Algiers. You do remember some of your, you know, that goblins are kind of like earth dwelling sort of fey creatures, and they definitely love stone.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do remember that part, but it's up to you if you want to tell that to Freddie or not. But
Oh yes, obviously I'm going to guard my dearest cousin of them all. Please mind
oh,
your step, dear sir. These may be deceptive lengths and or widths and or realities that we are traversing. So I do hope that you brought a quote unquote your walking shoes.
Yeah, eh, I'm always wearing my boots, except when those fairies are cleaning them, and they haven't
you're
cleaned
not
them in a while, so they gum back up and they harden back up. So I think I'm gonna be okay.
actually these boots that you're wearing were the ones you wore from the last assignment, which are definitely still kind of gummed up.
Oh yeah. Well, I only
So
got
you're,
one pair of boots, so
yeah.
I would like to read a bad situation because I don't think this is gonna get any better.
Okay, you can read a bad situation. Go for it.
That's a 9.
Okay.
I would like to assist. I think I'm going to point out something that's rather important by observing our terrain. So
Okay.
I would like to roll plus cool, if acceptable, to
Yes,
try
you
and
may.
bump that 9 to a 10.
Yes, you may.
That is an 8.
Okay.
8, so that does bump me up to 1, right?
It does.
The
Does it?
the full 10.
All
Yep,
right.
full 10 for Freddy. I suffer possible danger for being in this situation.
Okay. Good to know.
Cool.
So, all right. So, reading a bad situation. Refresh your memory. What does that?
I can
What do you?
ask best way in, best way out. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? What's my biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to be? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
All right.
And then we
So,
get a +1 on ongoing on any information from this roll.
And up to Whitney if she entertains similar questions. I usually do. But
all right. What would you like to ask?
Is there any dangers we haven't noticed yet?
I am going to say you notice that the light in here is very dim. And Algiers, you know this is for a very good reason. Goblins don't really like a lot of light. You don't know why, but you know they don't like light. So you are getting this prickly feeling that maybe there are eyes on you.
Um.
I do think, dear friend, that we may be being watched.
Oh, good. Hopefully they don't know that's a one-way staircase, and they can just go in and sack the sack uh, sack the warehouse.
Sacagawea?
Yeah, sack of the warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obscure
Okay.
fey term.
What's yeah, given anything that goes wrong, what's going to be the best way out? Is it going to be further down or is it going to be back up?
Well, that's a little harder to ascertain at this point in time because you only see two egresses.
Got it.
However, I would like to activate your prior knowledge. I'm going to do a different kind of mechanic. You don't need to roll a dice for this. And all of you are going to get access to this at least once or twice. I might give it to you twice for the duration of this adventure. I am going to give you the ability to activate prior knowledge of any past experiences that you have had as part of this group that may be appropriate to helping you out here. And then you get to pick what kind of role that would be. And you can
I think
use it anytime you want
if
throughout this adventure.
okay. I
So if you
think
want,
just Freddy. Well, I have a full on move for this, so I guess no. We'll just skip it and say that I burned that question.
okay,
Um, and then other than the cloaks being taken off and us being exposed,
hmm
and these things being bloodthirsty little critters to those they don't know or like, what would be the biggest threat?
okay, I'm going to use Algiers' role as a carryover on that. Algiers, you're going to take this moment to sort of explain to your cousin what you know of goblins. And you know that they all come in varying sizes. Yep, yep. Varying sizes. So some could be a size of a child, some could be, they're very just like a human. However, what they have in common, what they have different, is they can see very, very well in the dark. They are very fierce fighters, more like tanks with big, sharp teeth. So they are more willing to go for the bite than anything else. You also know that they are very good with arrows. They're very arrows and spears. So they prefer, but this kind of leads you to think that they also are not always, they're more of a pack mentality. They would fight, they'd rather fight in a group than fight alone. So that is what Algiers tells you. Algiers, I can't tell you how accurate. That's just something you've picked up over your years adventuring. Whether it's accurate or not is another story.
So there's a goblin in our show, and he is a strong man. And he has told me all about what it was like to be in their tribe. Obviously, he has foregone his past allegiances and is a friend of mine. His name is Bonkers. He likes to bonk things. Um, and
I can relate to that. I like bonking things too.
yeah, I mean he's a big bonker. he likes to bonk big things, and that's what we call him, Big Bonkers. And he has told me that he doesn't have any trouble, hardly at all, seeing in the night. Like he can walk almost blindfolded anywhere. He d- uh, he feels very secure when he's with a group of his allies, and they're very accurate in the dark, obviously because they can see in the dark. But once you like get one on one, they kind of don't know what to do. So your best bet when dealing with a goblin is to corner it and ask it, "What do you want for Christmas?" And it will panic.
I didn't know we were celebrating Christmas in Illavania.
Solstice.
Well, we weren't, and we aren't. Shit.
What do you
Retcon.
want for your birthday?
What do you want for your birthday? Yeah, yeah,
Your
yeah.
birthday. Yes,
Happy
exactly that.
birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm regretting all of this, but let's go. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some honey.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
some amygdala glittering honey.
Amygdala glittering honey.
and on this note, I am going to use this moment to bring you all together in the same spot because, Quill, as the veil sort of dissolves, you realize you are standing on your own 2 feet. You are not in the boat anymore. You are draped in a cloak, a robe. You do not know where it came from, but you have a feeling that maybe it would be a good idea to wear it. What does it look like?
Um, I feel like, given where he just came from, it kind of looks very similar. Not very similar, but like sort of similar to what Cyrene was wearing.
Okay.
Where it's sort of just like a very flowing, almost like, I almost want to call it like sort of not toga like, but like it flows and wraps around rather than just like covers. Um, yeah, no, we'll go with toga like it flows and wraps around. And sort of like has like a like it just sort of wraps around, like creates like a hood on its own just by the length of it. That could be like taken off and on. Now I'm just thinking like sort of like weird blue Grecian god look.
I love the sound of this. Now, I am actually pulling up a poem called The Goblin Market by Christina Rossetti. And while I read a little bit of it, I'm going to give you all, gentlemen, fair ones, the opportunity, after I'm done reading some of it, to then add your own touches. What does the goblin market look to you? And here is a bit of it. Morning and evening, maids heard the goblins cry, "Come buy our orchard fruits, come buy, come buy. Apples and quinces, lemons and oranges, plump unpecked cherries, melons and raspberries, bloom down cheeked peaches, swart-headed mulberries, wild freeborn cranberries, crab apples, dewberries, pineapples, blackberries, apricots and strawberries, all ripe together in summer weather, morns that pass by, fair eves that fly. Come by, come by. Are grapes fresh from the vine, pomegranates full and fine? Taste them and try. Figs to fill your mouth, citrons from the south, sweet to the tongue and sound to the eye. Come by, come by. So, as I'm beginning a little bit of this poem, I talked about the fruits of the goblin market, but what do you all see as you take in the view of the goblin market? Everyone doing okay so far?
I think one thing probably, it is definitely still underground for sure.
Mhm.
But there is, rather than like big bright lights, there's a lot of little lights for things that are not quite goblin, not human, obviously, no humans allowed.
Mm.
Humans, ugh, gross. But things that are not quite goblin and can't see that well in the dark, can still sort of see these wares. So there's like fairy lights. But you know, like those long strings of little teeny tiny lights and lanterns everywhere that give like a weird, like multicolor glow while still keeping it very dark. And so that's how you see, so that's how people who aren't goblins can actually see all of the wares while still keeping it dark enough for the goblins to be comfortable.
I like that. All right. What else do you all sort of see? What do you think you hear?
So I'm going to take this moment to highlight the works of Neil Gaiman, who has purported himself as a reporter for the fairy folk. That is his supposed job title. And he has some amazing works that should be checked out. Not among the least of them is the fairy tale for adults named Stardust. Um, but away from uh, away from that, I think Algiers sees a glittering display of rings that he would love to purchase for his dearest Winona. And he can't quite decide which one is the prettiest. And in the stonework of all of them is obviously some sort of glamour, but they're all eyes that stare back at you when you look at them. And he is trying to pick out as he approaches the stall which ring most closely matches the eyes of his dearest love, and he is hoping that he can afford one of them. Um,
Ooh, very
and none
good.
of these things are on his shopping list. This is just what he saw when he entered the market uh, of 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 Winona's eyes should be reciprocated with enjoyment and adoration.
So as you are passing this stall, because another, I will add to the description, there are stalls everywhere, and it is full of just about anything you can imagine and anything you can't imagine. And at Algiers, as you're walking by this particular stall, and you're thinking of Winona's turquoise eyes, you,
Turquoise, you say?
yes, you catch a glint out of the corner of your eye, and you are pulled to this ring. It is a stone setting, almost kind of grayish, a dark gray, almost like hematite. And the setting has this beautiful oval that not only looks like the color of Winona's eyes, the turquoise, but also the shape of her eyes. And as you stare at it, you see two hands kind of come into view and put their hands like on either side of the table and look at you. And you see a a figure, medium height, you would say, and they have horns coming out of the side of their head, like almost back from their temple. So, like right about here. and they are sort of curving in spirals. The color of those horns, you can't really tell. It might be the light, or it might be something in your human eyes. You're unable to pin down the color of this individual, of their horns. And they have a veil over the lower part of their face. Yet it seems like the veil, it's perfectly molded from just the middle of their nose to their neck, to the top of the collar of their doublet that they are wearing. Their eyes are topaz, and they are vertical ovals. So they are about like this. You like? They
I
inquire.
must have. What's your price?
That is a good question, fair client. And they seem to think for a moment, and they bring their hands up and steeple them in thought for a moment. And they are wearing rings on all of their fingers. And for a moment, it's like all the settings blink at you all at once. I would say, normally I would charge 200 gold coin. Do you carry gold coin?
I might have a couple.
Roll. I would like for you to roll a weird.
Before I roll a weird, can I roll easygoing?
Tell me what that does for
Um,
you.
or problem solvers. So they both kind of apply to this.
Okay. Talk me through it.
Okay. So my show is dedicated to solving people's personal dilemmas that they are working through.
Okay.
So when I chat to someone and observe them for a few minutes, the keepers will tell me what their biggest problem is right now. But I also have easygoing, which is I have the gift of being friendly and easy to chat to. When you try to make a good impression on someone, roll you just met roll plus charm. On a 10 plus, they treat you as trustworthy and friendly acquaintance. 7 and 9, blah blah blah. Hopefully, I don't miss. But basically, I would like to either know what their biggest problem is or make a really good impression upon them. Um,
Hmm. What do you think? You know what? I'm going to let you pick. What do you think with Algiers the Amazing would be the most appropriate to roll in this moment?
I don't think I need to roll. I think I know what their biggest problem is right now.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
How does that work?
Literally after talking to them for a little bit, I just figure it out. I've dealt with enough people, I've dealt with enough situations, I've dealt with enough weird things that I just know what they're struggling with.
Okay. How would you role play so Algiers in this moment as you're
Yes.
feeling it's strange. It's not telepathy. It's not empathy. It's this. It's almost like you can pierce through their glamour a little bit. And you realize that they don't really want gold. That is one thing that you sense. They don't want gold. But I am going to turn it over to you, and you tell me what you think they want.
They want their daughter returned in whole to them, who has been held captive for years by an ancient wizard named Golgazar.
Hmm.
More realistic price, maybe.
I don't know.
What? I mean, I'm sure that's what they want. I'm very sure that's what they want. Maybe a more realistic price for this one.
I don't know if that's a price. That's just what they want. And I can say to them,
Fair enough.
I, you've lost someone. A dear, a dear daughter. I don't know her by name, but I know that she is beautiful and precious to you. I will make this promise, my good sir. Give me this ring, and I cannot promise a date, but I will promise delivery that she will be yours once again.
The individual, their eyes, instead of blinking up and down like you would expect, like somebody's eyelid blinks down, they actually blink closed like this and blink again. So side to side, like their
Yep.
curtains parting.
Yep.
And you sense there's almost like a little jewel like sparkle at the corner of their eye. But they lean forward. Promises like that can be dangerous.
I keep my word. I have yet to break it.
Yes, I see that. Their voice has gotten very husky. But they gesture to the ring that's on the velvet pad. You have earned your ring until
And I
we
will
meet
bring you
again.
your daughter.
Only you can touch the ring now that it is yours. Until we meet again. And they seem to just.
Acceptance.
And
And
they
he will
sit.
pocket it. And
Henry,
he will
I love you.
swear an oath eternally to make these things happen.
Oh, you do you?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, Freddie, I'm assuming you're not going anywhere alone in this goblin market. Am I
Oh,
correct
that's a
in that
complete
assumption?
total lie. I am full on like I need to get this and we need to get out of here. Don't worry, I'll go check it out.
Okay. So,
So I'm gonna scan around if I see anything that looks like where they're cooking or where there might be some food type things.
okay.
And this is scary to me, so this is me definitely using don't worry, I'll go check it out.
Okay.
To get in there and get out a little faster. We'll be marking the experience on that one.
Okay. Excellent.
And I will, run to the first food vendor that I see and be like, "Hey, where can I get some amalgama glitter honey?"
So you
Oh,
see.
hi. Very polite. As polite as bringing all my normal, proper Freddy charm to the table.
Okay. In that case, just for shits and giggles, roll me a charm.
Freddy doesn't have any.
Freddie, I'm gonna give you a +1
That's a
because they're
lie.
kind.
I got a little charm. That's 7 with the +1 you gave me.
You got an 8. Okay, so, um, you find yourself. First off, you find yourself in. You do find the section where they have all the foodstuffs and beverages and things like that, and
Hey.
anything that you can imagine. And the smells are literally the most diverse odors you have ever dragged through your nostrils. Um, a lot of it is sweet and very beguiling. Like you find yourself even floating for a moment over certain stands, and you're like, oh my god, I wish Sam were here. I want to show her this because look at all this candy. So so I'm going to say that that little hint of distraction also kind of affects the way that you approach this particular stand, which is the correct one. It is full of spices and it is full of jars. And the keeper behind this one is actually a bee woman. So they have a humanoid face and they have the kind of eyes that you would see on a bee with very thin lips and antennas poking out of their forehead. But their body is very waspish. And you're pretty sure that if you really look, you're going to see a massive stinger out of her rear end. But she's moving with grace and menace, like you would expect a bee to do so if it was given more human like form. I'm sorry. Will you repeat your question, stranger? Bzzz.
Yeah. Hi, Freddie Fawcett's Freddie Fawcett's Inc. Uh, um, um, Fred, yeah, Leaky Fawcett's Inc. I'm sorry, Leaky Fawcett. Um, I was hoping to get some amalgam glitter honey. I just need like a sample size, a little thimble's worth, I think.
Hmm. Bzzz. She kind of drones a little bit. And she also looks kind of puzzled when you so obviously butcher the name of this product.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a no amalgam glitter honey. I'm so I got this really thick accent.
She gestures to the shelves behind her, and these are there are at least three shelves, and it's very much like you would see preserves and jams and jellies and stuff like that, that you would see in a normal human farmer's market. It
Yeah.
does give you a little bit more comfort to see that. And you see the labels, and the labels are all kind of written like they're on parchment, but you're not exactly sure what that parchment maybe it's honeycomb, maybe it's something else, you're not exactly sure. But she says, you wish to sample. Bzzz.
I sample purchase. I whatever's easy. I only need a small amount though.
Yes. Zzz. Sampling is easy. Easy. And she reaches behind her, like she's still looking at you. And she just sort of reaches behind her. And with that quick movement, you notice that she has more than just two arms. And she reaches behind her and takes a jar and she slits, she has like a sharp fingernail talon and she slits the seal across the bottom, across the top, and parts it. And it parts very paper thin, almost like what you would see on a wasp's nest. And she reaches for a spoon and dips it in. You notice that the spoon is ivory colored. She dips in the spoon and she cups it under her hand and gestures and holds it out to you.
And I'm sorry. I know I probably pronounced it wrong. Which one was this? Was this the amount? Help me out with pronouncing it.
This is the Amostomosis honey.
No, no. I need the amalgam. Glitter honey.
It glitters. Zzz.
I. mm,
Oh, a moment. She reaches behind her again. She takes another one from the same shelf and again slits it open with her finger. You're really starting. I want you to roll me read a bad situation, if you will. I just want to see what happens. Are y'all having fun?
That's a 12. 10 plus 2.
Beautiful. Okay. In that moment, you realize what she has put in front of you are they do start with the letter A, as you know it in the human alphabet. You've got the A pronunciation right, but one that she put out for you is anastomosis, which has something to do with the intestines. And then the other one that she just put in front of you is called ammonosis, which might have something to do with something dead. They all glitter, that is for damn sure. But in that very quick moment, you automatically remember what exactly the name of that honey that you're looking for is. Amygdala glittery honey.
I'm sorry. Amygdala. I apologize with my whole heart. I My friend told me I had to come and try it. I got this weird accent.
Bzzz. Yes, we don't judge in the goblin market.
Oh, thank you so much.
She gestures and it's all sealed up immediately, and she puts it back, and you get a feeling that she you get the feeling that that was awfully quick mending. And she picks the jar, and the jar says amygdala glittery honey on it, and it's got there. Thank you, 30. We're almost done with this part. She sets it down and slits it open, puts the spoon in, and holds it out to you. Taste.
Yeah. I was really just hoping for a sample to go. I was gonna grab some
You will
bread.
get. You will get. You will get. You will take. But must taste first. That is the rule.
As part of my read a
Ah,
bad situation roll, because I did so well.
yes.
Um,
Yes. You are.
do I get
Okay.
the feeling that there's bad effects with this?
You remember very clearly from something that Algiers has told you, and also from something that you've read. Don't eat fairy food. You don't know why exactly, but you know it's bad news.
Yeah, yeah.
So now, how are you going to get out of this part?
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun.
No, it's real easy. I'm gonna grab it and then I'm gonna use my panic button, and I'm just gonna try and haul ass back the way I came.
Okay. So that is a so first you need to so you need to roll your sharp.
Yes, and then I want to. Well, yeah, it's I roll my sharp and then I pick my best way out. Right.
Yep.
Can you
I
read
name my
panic
way out.
button off to us for those who don't know what it does?
Absolutely. This is part of the mundane playbook. And panic button is when you need to escape, name the route you'll try and roll a sharp. On a 10 plus, you're out of danger, no problem. On a 7 to 9, you could go or stay. But if you go, it's going to cost you. You leave something behind or something comes with you. And on a miss, you are caught halfway out. So, now remember, I did give you guys those 2 times.
So
And
So,
also,
Freddy,
part of the panic button move requires that you name your escape route.
right?
what did
Uh,
you roll?
We're using luck.
Okay.
To circumvent all this.
How far are you down on your luck?
I got 2 left.
Okay then.
Bruh.
Noted.
I got 2 left.
Noted. Henry, that's
Yeah, oddly enough, I didn't think Freddy was going to last this long. Like, to be completely honest. Like, yeah, Freddy
But one day
was...
you get like a lot of luck back. You have at least 4 or 5 that
I've
you can
already
get.
gotten some back.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
you get it
Never
back.
mind.
I've already
You're
used a couple.
screwed.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
I think I've already gotten 1 or 2 back.
I think so too. But
Freddy
anyway,
is so dead.
you're spending a luck.
Yeah, I'm spending a luck.
Okay, so as part of the mundane special, you're gonna see something that's gonna help you out. So I want you to describe what route you think is gonna help you.
Freddy is pretty good with like short-term memory, remembering routes and stuff. Being a plumber, going down in little dark areas like this. This isn't so foreign. Like the lighting and the area, it's not so foreign to him. The creatures are. It's like absolutely like he is half pooping himself this whole time.
Thanks.
But
Sparkly poop.
Sparkly poop, because I don't know if the glamour's still up or not.
Fruity Pebbles comes to
Oh
mind.
God.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Dabby
I-
Doozy.
the basic layout: get to the end of the row, and then get back up the stairs. And I will try and go where I remember Algiers and Quill being last, as I am just like, thank you, see you later. Thanks for the sample, and just like.
All right, so this is the mundane special that's going to help you out. You actually do see Quill at the end of that route, and you make a beeline for him. But in the distance, you hear the drone of a very angry bee woman. Quill, to you for a moment.
yes.
All right,
Time to go, Quill.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, never trust. Anywhere that you find the most chaos, that is where you will find this place. These people, this party. So, yeah, maximum chaos achieved.
Doing my job.
Yeah. I guess having found John, there we go. Or John has found him, or Freddy. Sorry. Freddy has found him. So, well, off we go then. Whatever he was doing.
So Quill, give me. You need to find Algiers.
Yes.
All right, give me You know what? Since we're in the fairy market, things aren't always as they appear. So I'm gonna have you roll a weird.
Okay. I have one question.
I have a possible smartass response.
The 6 that I rolled earlier, does that count as a failure for experience points?
Yes.
Okay. So that means I've leveled up.
Yay! Are you able to get advanced moves now?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take another one, but it's a
Alright.
pretty good one, I think.
Alright.
Anyway, so you said roll weird?
Yes.
Okay. To see through everything and find Algiers.
You're gonna find Algiers.
So I'm gonna use a luck point.
Goody.
It's the first one, so.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that from you.
But yeah, that was a 3. That was not happening.
Ooh, okay. All right. So you do find Algiers. I mean, he's kind of hard to miss because of that lovely robe that's sort of, and that aroma that's the floral. It's pretty damn amazing. Hyacinth. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The youngest daughter of Bridgerton, so we'll go with that. Anyway, you do, however, you see him with this ring, just kind of drifting around with it. Quill, with that, now that you've boosted yourself with a luck, I'm going to give you something extra.
Mm-hmm.
You notice something really bizarre about the ring that he is holding. And what you notice is that it is made of stone, but the stone is almost alive. Like it seems to have a fluidity to it.
Mm.
And but the setting is what drags your attention. The setting is that really does look like an eye, an actual honest to God eye.
That's just like a magic eyeball ring.
Is that what you ask him?
No, I was asking you. Sorry. I think hmm, I think rather than asking what is that, I think he will ask where did you get that to
Oh,
Algiers.
over at the
Yeah, the party.
stall, they have a wide assortment. Do you want another? They have a beautiful display.
Another time. Freddy is apparently about to Freddy has done something we must run it seems.
Oh, as usual. Yes, let's go.
All right. So, Freddie, you have rejoined your friends. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to sort of get your last impressions for right now of the Goblin Market because something is going to change very soon.
Hmm.
Did we get what we were hoping for here? Because I was completely bamboozled by the stall
Yeah, we
mistress.
gotta go. There's an angry bee lady behind me. We
A
gotta go.
bee
We gotta
lady?
go. Yeah,
Behind.
Like
Behind.
I got a
like
bee,
a bad horror
a
film?
bee lady
She's
behind me. I
she's
think she's a
behind
flesh
you?
one.
So at that moment, you all hear the clanking of armored feet clanking on the stone. And when you look, you see coming right straight towards you, you see a row of 6 guards. And they
Would
are
you
all
just go ahead? Keep
they,
going.
they are dressed in suits of armor, but it is armor that is like chains and the most beautiful beyond it's not silver, it is not any metal that you have ever seen, it is, but it makes a sound like cymbals, and they're marching through you, their helms are down, but they have slits where you can see red blazing light coming through, and they are
Would
stamping right towards you.
our dear keeper, would you describe this as a crowded and chaotic place?
Yes, I would.
Then I would like to roll to use magic to disappear unnoticed and untraceable in a crowded and chaotic scene. This is
Okay.
part of my playbook. It's one of the moves I chose, and if I succeed, I get a +1 forward.
You most certainly do. So is this the which magic is
It's in the
this?
spectacular playbook, which
Yeah.
by all accounts is the best playbook.
Uh-huh.
Um,
All right.
the only playbook, actually. I mean, everyone should be playing spectaculars. I don't know why. Why
And
did you all choose weird
Is this
things like
is this
monstrous and
magic and illusions?
mundane? What's that?
Is this magic and illusions?
No, this is the game is fixed.
Ah, the game is fixed.
The
I see.
game is fixed. And
All
I
right.
know the rules, and they don't. Potsy on them. I don't know what potsy means, but it's probably bad.
All right. Make your All right, so go for it. Roll your magic.
That is an 8. So
Okay.
with a glit, I will take a harm.
You'll take a +1 harm.
I'll take a harm. Yep.
All
I
right,
will.
take a harm. So as you are disappearing and into the crowd, but you get kind of tagged by, it's like they're like, stop. They know that you're disappearing, and they do try to grab you, and the force of their armored hand hits you pretty hard and leaves quite a lovely bruise on your arm. Quill, Freddy, what do you want to do?
Um. So, Freddy you have a way out, right?
Well, I'm supposed to have free access
Yeah,
That's still in
you have a way out.
effect.
Okay.
straight out. Like I should still
Um.
be able to just book it and go.
That is still in effect.
So seeing Algiers, disappear, um, just off into the thing, assuming he will be okay. Um. So the move I took is
Mm-hmm.
flight. I can fly.
Yay!
Okay.
So I think
Let's
what happens.
go!
I think what happens is as all of this is happening, um, Quill will ask Freddy, Freddy, do you need help getting out of this?
Yeah, that way.
All right, and then he will just the second question is, do you trust me?
Well, yeah.
Okay, then he will grab onto Freddy. All of the monster stuff starts popping out, the horns, ears, blue,
Oh
tail,
man, I'm never
and
gonna
then
get
a
used to this.
massive set of bat-like wings just unfurl from his back, and he just books it through this underground cavern, hopefully carrying Freddy with him. Um,
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna say you do because of Freddy's role,
yes,
because of Freddy's move.
got it.
Okay. So wonderful. Now, as you disappear and as you two fly off, um, you do get away, but as you're going, you hear in the distance the guards calling, "Stop! Wait! You're not in trouble! Damn it!"
Well,
But you keep going because you guys made your rolls, and
yep.
so you keep going. However, when you stop, because at some point you're going to get tired, you're carrying Freddy, and well, you can't be alone for too long, Algiers, because well, things happen when you're alone. And also, we're crunched on time, and I want to get to this good point for you all. When you all stop, you are not in Freddy's apartment. You're not in the goblin market either. You are in a glade, and it is full of starry light. It's very pleasant, and it's very quiet. And all of you find yourselves in this gigantic ring of fly agaric mushrooms.
Uh-oh.
And before you is a throne carved out of wood, the most beautiful honey gold wood you've ever seen. And sitting on that throne is a woman. Perhaps, however you all define female beauty, that is what you see before you.
It's Winona.
Yes, you do see Winona. And Freddie and Quill, whatever you define, however you define female beauty or beauty in general, that is what you see sitting on the throne before you.
There was that one waitress. She didn't look so great when I got to the bar, but after about 6 drinks, man. Oh,
That is what you see, Freddie. Quill, you don't have to share if you don't want to. That is up to you. But the woman
It's just all the it's like the neck and
inclines her head regally.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a
Which
weird
one is the one that swore that they would find the daughter?
This is where I thought maybe if I bought it at the Misfits budget. Ross.
Tis I.
You did what?
I took an oath, and I will uphold it.
You took an
What
oath,
am I
but
supposed to do with this? I'm still holding a spoon with honey.
she gestures her
Put
hand.
it in a jar, my friend.
She gestures,
Yeah.
and a little figure. This is a brownie. A brownie comes up and bobs its head and holds out its hands for your spoon. And if you hand it to them, they will take it and put it someplace safe.
Is it really going to be safe? Because I'm starting to get worried here.
Indeed, it will be safe.
Yeah, my friend really wanted this, and I think we might have just gotten a whole lot of trouble, or we've caused a whole lot of. I've done some questionable things tonight.
Well, let us be fair. All of you have in your own way throughout the times that you've all been together. But your help is greatly needed. All can be expunged.
Hey, can you just deliver this to my house?
I am the fairy queen, Mab.
Oh, hi!
You, Algiers, you know what you're seeing in front of you. This is the queen of
He is on his fucking knees.
Quill. I think you know what you're seeing here.
He is immediately like just like bowing himself like very low. Like this is important. He's gonna like put his hand on Freddy's head and just like try and make him like bow a little bit. Just, like, be quiet now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Shut the fuck up!
Dusty wrenches. Jeez, you guys.
She just watches you, almost amused. Because what you're seeing before you may look human, but she ain't human at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. You are, thanks to the guias that your friend has put himself under, and since you are all tied together, then you must oblige. My daughter has gone missing, and I fear she has been taken by the Unseelie Court, which means the wild hunt is going to be out and about. However, my daughter, she is Chantal. She is not fully Fae. She is a changeling. But she is still my daughter. I know that you swore against Algiers. Yes. By the way, you all need to be much more careful when you name drop. Names have power, you know. But will the rest of you help? You must do so of your own free will, and if you do so, I will expunge whatever sins that have been committed in your past.
They lay an egg once every.
Because it's a child. My child.
Once every 16 days or something.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
I will seek her an adventure. As my word.
Thank you. As for you two, well, I can assume, from what I have observed of you humans, even those that are disguised as humans, yet you have a bond.
And the single fish still.
Perhaps that is enough. You will go and help, but it is under your free will.
I swear to God, like, there's times.
If my assistance is required, then I shall, I suppose. I have no reason not to.
And what of you? She looks at you, Freddie.
Uh, yeah, I big helper outer guy. I mean, I Algiers, we go way back, and Quill there. You know, we we've been getting close. We shared some pigeon. We fed some pigeons a
I
couple
see.
times. Yeah, yeah. Whatever they. I'm here for them. I I'm here
I
for them.
thank you. Thank you all. And I know you have been through a great deal. I will see to it that you are equipped, because it is dangerous. There is much you face in the lands of the Unseelie. I will equip you. However, first,
Or she
I
can
must
be
make
already.
sure that my daughter, for she scares easily, she might be scared seeing you as you are. So she waves, she holds out her hand, and you all rise.
Portal
And it seems like there is a ripple effect.
stuff.
And then Freddie, you look beside you.
Acting room.
Who are you standing next to right now?
I would have been on the outside. Quill would have been in the middle, and then
Okay.
Algiers on the far side.
You look at Quill, and Quill is, well, he looks a little different. He's smaller than he usually is. Still human size, but he's smaller, and his features are, well, they're softer. Um, the build is different. It's still Quill, but
Did you build this in creative?
he looks smaller. Quill, who do you look at?
I don't like that. Look.
I think Quill would look to over to Algiers since it's kind of he's the reason we're kind of here.
Algiers also looks very small. Again, human size, but small, with features that aren't as well developed as they once were. Um, Algiers, who do you look at?
I look to the queen.
She nods a little bit and she says, I needed to make sure you were in a form that my daughter would trust. And honestly, you will all be able to experience what you experience because you are now as you once were. And there's the little brownie walks up to all of you and holds up a mirror. And all of you looking in the glass are yourselves as children.
Oh dear, I've got so long before I grow a proper mustache.
Man, this acne, I just got over it. Like, I really, this is not.
And on that happy note, my dear friends, I am bringing part one of our fairy chronicle to a close. Our heroes are now children, and they will now have until next week to describe what they were like when they were between the ages of 10 and 12. And I will send them I'll let them know all that stuff off camera and everything. But they need to be this way because sometimes you need to confront childish fears in order to help the daughter of the fairy queen. And so, my dear friends, I am closing this chronicle for tonight. I hope you all had a great time. I had a great time. You guys have left me a lot of room and you've played into my hands beautifully. But I hope you all had fun too. So I am going to kick it over to Algiers the Amazing to be our outro.
I want to thank every single one of you watching
Woo!
for enjoying our podcast. Hopefully, enjoying it, at
I
least
hope
tolerating it. But we will be back next week as childish imitations of ourselves. You can't find me on any social media because I think it's bullcocky.
I want
Pain in
more
the
vocabulary like this.
buttocks. Waste of time. You can find me on Halfling Wizard Productions next week, where we have a Patreon, we have merch, we have. You can join our Discord. You can run a game. If you want to run a game, just let us know. We'll let you do it. We're crazy.
Yeah, he let me do
Yeah, we let
it.
her do it. What the f is wrong with us? The 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 people have spoken and they have said, forsooth, let there be chaos. And here we are.
You're welcome.
I'm done. Somebody else go. I don't care who.
Popcorn.
Hi, I'm John Smash. I played your mundane Freddy Fawcett's. The caffeine's wearing off. It's about time for bed. Good night. If you can do anything, please be kind.
Mm-hmm.
Popcorn Quill.
Yeah, hi.
Asher.
Hi, I'm Asher, Quill. Anywhere you see a ticky head, T-I-C-K-Y-H-E-A-D, it's probably me, so just find me there. Just doing Invisible Sun stuff over on Sword and Key, which is also really fun. You can see me wear even more fancy vests and shit. Other than that, I don't know. The caffeine is also wearing off for me. I am running on gumption and spite right now, so.
and I have been your fairy keeper, Whitney Zahar. You can find me here every Tuesday, or most every Tuesday, playing with these wonderful people. I miss everybody that's not here tonight, but don't worry. If you come and join me, I'll get you in. Don't worry. I hope you guys have had fun with this fairy story. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Don't worry. Next part 2 is going to be getting bloody. Anyway,
Lord, me.
aside from finding me here, you can also find me on Pantsless Tables. We just did episode 1 of season 2 of The Circle of Hither and Yon, Candela Obscura. We're going to be taping episode 2 on Sunday. So come see the shenanigans. And you can find my books on Amazon. And I love you guys. And thank you. Thank you so much for trusting me. And take care of each other. And I love you all.
Bye.
Tiny robes he's wearing so fine, in the tavern sipping on wine. Knows the secrets of the old halfling wizard never told. Mystic wand and a pointed hat, talks to people about this and that. Sneaky tricks and a wink in his eye. Halfling wizard makes the hours fly. Oh, halfling wizard in the night, casting spells to the moonlight. He can talk and he can know. In his world the magic grows. Down the road in evening light, he'll engage you, that's his delight. Readers of the stars